What up, Dokkanners? We have more news regarding the 9-year anniversary. Now that we have been given some translations courtesy of Goresh, there's also some more live information that's coming in from some of the people at the actual fan event. So we're going to be going through whatever information is currently available, and then whatever else I can update, I will do so in the pinned comment. I was going to put all this in the previous video, but there's a lot to go over. So I'm just going to make a separate video, and it's kind of late for me. So I don't know if I'll be able to update this in real time. So check down below if there's even more information that warrants another video. I'll do another one, but this should be enough. So Goresh finally got around to watching it. Yeah, I don't think he was with Truth when the live stream took place, so he saw it, and so he's pretty much covering everything else that we didn't really get to discuss. The theme of the 9th anniversary is Super. However, this doesn't mean that everything will involve stuff from Dragon Ball Super. There may be other interpretations of Super that they decide to use to decide on content and implement during the celebration. I think that this is an important distinction when you consider the situation with Resurrection F and Battle of Gods. I think that's essentially why there's that clarification, because of that gray area with Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. The movies are Z, the arcs are not. So it could be because of that. It could also be referencing the Android Cell Saga, content that we've got coming in, because of course, that's kind of a callback to the whole Beast Gohan thing, and also Cell Max. So that's another reason why non-super stuff might still be involved, and this kind of covers that explanation. The background of the base Gogeta login bonus character is the Shenron that they made into the shape of a 9. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, it was. I was so just taken aback by Gogeta. I didn't even see Shenron back there. It is a 9. Okay. Is there a number that he can't do? I guess not. All right, so there you go. That makes sense. There will be a random login bonus during the countdown campaign. Makes sense. I wonder if it's going to be like a Lemo. I'm going to go ahead and just predict. It's going to be a Lemo-based thing. Broly Chile Lemo kind of thing. LRSCR UI Goku will be EZAing before the anniversary starts during the countdown. So I talked about this in the previous video, that there was a possibility of the EZA being a thing in the countdown, and it is. So there you go. For those of you who have been eagerly waiting to see what the unit does, we will find out in just a couple of days, definitely before the anniversary live stream that's going to be happening on the 28th, which, by the way, I will once again be going live on the channel for, doing translations and whatnot. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss that live stream either, because that is where we will see the animations in full. All of it. Everything. Oh yeah. The phrasing that Omatsu used to describe the Gogeta and Broly can transform slightly. Oh, that they can transform slightly implies that they transform via their passive skills and not active. Transform when conditions are met. But there's no actual confirmation of this. Okay. Omatsu acknowledges the fact that they haven't released a full power Broly since the movie first released, so he hopes that all Broly fans are pleased with the character selection. Yeah, I hope so too. Gogeta has a new skill called Target Focus. So we talked about this before. We had some of that information already given to us. The target skill, Target Focus effect is essentially a taunt, and Gogeta, if not Vegito, is the best person to start with using that. Now, what's interesting about that is Goresh doesn't list anything about the Dokkan Festival Carnival situation, and as of right now, we are all essentially thinking that Gogeta is going to be the Carnival unit. So if the Carnival unit is getting the new what do you want to call it, gimmick effect, that would be very interesting. To be honest though, Carnival LRs are good. Like, they are luxury units, unfortunately, to an extent, but they are also top tier, high quality units. So it's going to be a situation where people are going to want to summon anyway, whether or not it's a Carnival. And plus, when you consider the fact that Bulma's there and some of these other crazy good units, the Carnival tier is only getting better. So having a Carnival unit, if this is going to be a Carnival unit, inherit the new gimmick, it's fine. A new Dokkan commercial will air to coincide with the televising of the Broly movie next week. So again, if I didn't mention this before, this is not something that they're going to be streaming for us to watch. No. This is like in Japan, the whole like movie thing. So, all right, a new Dokkan commercial. So you can bet that there will be some tweets about that. Make sure you guys also follow me on Twitter, because I do tweet out Dokkan stuff. I also post other things. I also promote the second channel, so make sure you guys follow me over on Twitter. But yeah, so that covers all the stuff that Goresh is talking about. Let me switch over now to some of the other things that I wanted to talk about because Air Dokkan and some of the Japanese players have some things to say. All right, so this is the next bit of news that I wanted to talk about here because it looks like Suzy Dokkan. We talked about Suzy Dokkan before regarding the story event and the updates or whatever that were taking place. So Air Dokkan has tweeted this out. It seems that some statements have been made. They plan to announce an EZA Plus essentially in the near future. PvP content is not planned. Survey on whether you would like to use pre-awakening illustrations and etc. will be happening soon. Also, they showed some of the Gogeta animations to the fan meetup because obviously, you know, that's where you start. This is kind of like a Comic-Con, you know, like Marvel movie teaser kind of thing. Obviously, the rest of us will find out soon. It'll only be a week. So as opposed to Comic-Con with those like MCU teasers, those things take months and you pray that there's somebody who can leak it. Here, leaking is not as big a deal because worst case scenario, we just wait 7 days. We're not waiting 7 months. So the EZA Plus thing though, I'm going to go ahead and just call this EZA Plus. I'm not going to call it 2ZA or Real EZA or any of that stuff. I'm just going to say EZA Plus. I'm glad that this is something that's going to be happening in the near future, they said. So that is definitely a good thing. Think of some of the older characters out there. Let me know in the comments, what is the #1 unit? Actually, that's too difficult. Pick 3. Pick your top 3 units that you think, who already have their EZAs, deserve another EZA pronto. The first one that comes to mind for me is Super Saiyan 3 Broly. That dude got shafted. Absolutely shafted. So I'll just say Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I'm gonna say, what are some other EZAs? Physical Vegito Blue, and then for the last one, Int Goku Black. Int Goku Black. Those are my 3. Those are the top 3 that just came to my mind. So let me know in the comments, what are your top 3 units that have EZAs already that should get a second EZA? PvP not happening. I'm very happy about this because Dokkan does not need PvP. I think if you're trying to go for a more it's going to completely change the dynamic of the game. The game is a collector gacha. It's something where you can play at your own pace. There's a certain skill level and, you know, sort of a sense for that sort of competitiveness that is needed to enjoy a PvP game. This fundamentally does not fit that sort of model. Legends does that. If they want to make a separate gacha game that is built similar to Dokkan, that has pay-to-play elements or PvP elements, that's fine. But changing a game that is already fundamentally PvE into PvP doesn't seem right to me. I feel like that would anger and hurt more than help. Obviously, people who are a little bit more bored with the game, they might feel differently, which is fine. I'm just giving my thoughts and opinions on this. I personally don't want PvP in the game. I do want co-op though. I think co-op would be a fantastic thing for Dokkan. But yeah, that's not happening. So I'm very glad that they're saying that. JP players get to see some of the animations. So like I said, it'll take some time. Just a couple of days, but JP players, at least you're not global. Global players, essentially, you're right. Yes, this is how it feels to be a global player for now. For the next, I don't know, 11 months, this is how it's going to be. But once this year ends, we should be at a point where global and JP can be enjoying all of these things at the same time. So that is everything that we got from this. But there's also this, I mean, I'm just going to go check the article. This is what Suzy Dokkan tweeted out. So let's just read through this here. We will summarize the information from the fan meetup. The fan meeting will be held twice, Tokyo and then also in Osaka. The doors will open at 1 o'clock, special stage, yada, yada, yada. They show the new units. Go check out my reaction. Go check out my, I think I'm going to be dropping a YouTube short. It might already be out. Go check that out. Check out all my videos on this. Check out the live stream because, man, I discovered a new tier of screaming that I've never screamed before. I never screamed that high pitch before. It was insane. So these are all the card art stuff. We haven't seen any animations yet. The 9th anniversary featured characters finally revealed. Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Saiyan Broly. It's been 8 years since the first anniversary, and it's the first time in 8 years that the Gokuke anniversary character has been released. Okay, sure. This time it will be held not as a W Dokkan Festival, but what? Man, Google Translate sucks sometimes. Dokkan Festival Legendary Advent. So basically, Dokkan Carnival. So Suzy Dokkan essentially confirms it. It's Dokkan Carnival. They already said that Broly is Dokkan Fest, so Gogeta is the Carnival unit, and the Carnival unit is also the one that possesses the target skill anyway. Actually, that's what we had during Worldwide Download, right? Oh wait, no, we didn't. No, yeah, we did. The Future Gohan. Future Gohan had the domain, so there you go. Super Boss category. Gogeta's leader of superheroes, probably. Okay, so that covers this, and then there was a little bit more. Click for more information for the 9-year anniversary. So let's go over here. Is there anything else? 9th anniversary will start on January 29th and will go until March 5th. Prior to 9th anniversary live broadcast, the outline will be revealed. Performance. 9th anniversary gacha usually held on the day of the live broadcast. Live broadcast, okay. The theme is Dragon Ball Super, as we talked about what Garesh said. It's not necessarily going to involve explicitly only Super. There might be a few things outside of it. In any case, there will be a campaign that will be all about Dragon Ball Super, blah, 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 blah. I mean, the Suzy Dokkan video that I dropped before talking about the story event, you know, it's all true here. So the Int Broly EZA likely to occur. Physical Golden Frieza EZA likely to occur. That whole Dragon Ball story event revamp could even take place potentially, which would be awesome. And yeah, I mean, we're all thinking this at this point. We're celebrating Super. We have gone through this whole song and dance to commemorate Dragon Ball Super Broly. What comes next? It's got to be Superhero, for which they can also do another, you know, like broadcast for the movie and all that stuff. There's no doubt that the characters from Dragon Ball Super will appear in the terms of the celebration, but there are also features such as we ditched the double festival format and changed it to festival format to equalize the weight of the first half to the second half. So this is essentially what I was theorizing in my predictions video, talking about how this is a more balanced approach to do Super and Superhero, or Broly and Superhero, based on the premise that we've reviewed the chronology of the survival arc in the first half, that we progress into Super Broly in the first half. It seems very likely that Superhero will come to the second half. So Suzy Dokkan, who is a, you know, Japanese speaker, is also thinking the same thing. I mean, we're all essentially thinking it. At this point, cat's out of the bag. It's movies, and it's going to be Superhero. So that is all of the extra information that we've got. Oh no, there's one more. There's one more. The Ultimate Excite Battle. Yes, I forgot about this. So this is going to be made available to all players on JP anyway, very, very soon. But right now, the players who are at the fan meetup, they are participating in this event. So these are some screenshots of the actual event. That is the Goku Blue. This is what it looks like. And let's see here. I mean, yeah, it's just showing the whole event details in there. And there you go. This is what those keys were for. So we talked about that in the data download. This is exactly what the keys are for. And now that covers it. Let me just quickly check Air Dokkan. Let me see if there's any more information that we have received while I'm making this video. Yep, that is it. So if there's anything else that I didn't cover or I, you know, missed, then I will post something in the pinned comment. But now that the dust is settled, I have screamed my lungs out. I'm gonna go sleep and rest and recover. And never scream like that again until they reveal Beast Gohan for part 2. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on all of this new information that has come in. What are your thoughts on PvP in Dokkan? Would you want it? Would you not want it? Do you agree with my take on it just not fundamentally being right for the game? What are your thoughts on part 2? What are your thoughts on some of these announcements that they've talked about, like EZA Plus? You know, JP players getting to see some of, you know, the select people getting to see some of the animations. Would you want to see it right now, or can you wait a couple of days? Let me know your thoughts on what Garesh talked about regarding the EZA UI dropping very soon, Gogeta having the target focus effect, anything else in the comments down below. Also be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know we want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and remember to Dokkan responsibly.